heavily contended for, and we have Honorable Musa Belete, who is contesting for the speakership. We have Honorable Richard Nambekun also contesting, and we have Honorable Councillor Fonati Kofa, who is also contesting. But I find myself on the Fonati Kofa side, and the reason is that at this point, I am from the independent bloc. I contested as an independent candidate. So I have come to believe, together with some colleagues, that we should be supporting someone who is not from the ruling party, and a decent, a stronger, professional face of the legislature. I do believe that the legislature should not be one who will just be a yes-sir legislature and cannot fall back into being a rubber stamp type. This does not mean in any way that we should not be supportive to this to the incoming government. I'm one person who will definitely strongly support the Unity Party government. I believe in the president-elect, Honorable Ambassador Joseph Waka. I so much believe in him. I also do not think that the legislature should be a rubber stamp legislature. I think that if we're going to have a strong legislature that will be able to, will be given the chance to scrutinize requests and bills from the executive, we will have things going right in the country.
I want to say it is you want to have a southeastern base because you from the southeastern part of the country, and Fonanti is Councillor Kofa is also from that part of the county. Right. You want to agree with it?
No, I disagree with that. I mean, there's no way. If I can have somebody from Lofa, I can have somebody from Nimba, I can have somebody from Bong who will be contesting for the speakership that I can support. At the moment, I just feel that considering those who are contesting currently for the speakership, I think Fonati cuts across. He's a liberal person. He has a broad understanding of the workings of the legislature. He's been a deputy speaker before. He has a wealth of knowledge on the workings of the legislature. He is a legal-minded person. He's a lawyer. He stands in a position that properly represents the legislature. So it's not about a regional kind of thing that we're looking at.
What important or balance having an opposition speaker will bring to the legislature?
I mean, you said it. I mean, it's probably going to bring balance. We're not going to have an executive that dictates directly to the legislature. For example, there are things, if you bring forth the budget, a lot of us have issues with the passage of the budget, passing the 4G budget, I call it the 5G budget, passing a 5G budget. How can you bring a budget within a week and then all of a sudden the budget is passed and we don't consider those key components in the budget? Considering agriculture, considering education, what do we have there? How do we think that we can transform this nation through education, adding value to education and funding agriculture? I'm one person who believes that we should start subsidizing our farmers in a proper way, and we can't continue to wait on donor funding to be able to support ourselves. So these are things that we want to consider and look at. We don't want a budget that just comes in and all of a sudden is passed because we have a speaker who is directly answerable to the certain precedents. So, and again, I'm saying that we're not going to fight. There's no way I see myself fighting the executive. I'm going to be in full support, but since we all believe in doing the right thing, I'm going to be one of those who should be on the right side.
You cannot make a change at the House of Representatives. It takes numbers. In the past, from Edwin Johnson said it to Josh Weah, the president has influence over the speakership. So what difference can you make as an individual?
I'll play my part. I mean, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So I'll play my part. I mean, one person cannot make a difference, but in a way, one person still makes a difference. I mean, if I stand out to advocate for what is right, our younger generation that are upcoming will definitely see that, okay, these are things that should be talked about. This is the way to go. And then the effect might not take place now, but then we'll have a long-reaching effect, and we'll have, you know, people that make like the sound decisions.
Is your support to Councillor Kofa coming with a kickback?
Oh no, I'm not a person who believes in kickback. I ran my campaign. I contested as an independent candidate. I use my own money. I am a professional. I'm from the maritime background. I'm one person who didn't get support from anybody. I ran a strong campaign. I defeated a CDC lawmaker where money was flowing in from everywhere. So we do not. I'm one person who don't believe in obtaining financial, you know, in a way gratification or whatever to support a particular person. I said I support Councillor Kofa because of the kind of person he is.
Yeah, I'm interested in knowing. Someone was saying I'd like to know who is on Taylor, your humble beginning, where you started, your education background.
Yes, so Honorable Taylor is a Grable man. I was born in Maryland County. I'm from Fellocan in Barogo, Maryland County, and I was born in Plebo. We grew up, started growing up there. My father is the late Honorable J. Banning Taylor, former senator for Maryland County, under the President Stowe regime, and we started. When he became a senator, he was transferred to Monrovia, as we all do, and we started school in Monrovia. We started schooling. I obtained my high school, part of my high school education here, and then completed in Ghana, got a university education, maritime and port administration, and came back to Liberia, and I started running my own maritime business and shipping agency. So, and never worked with government before. I've been in the private sector, and because of the way things look like back home, decided to contest and we're being successful. So this is my first step in step in the political journey.
What do you bring it to the legislature?
Like I said, like we're going back. I said that we want to see reforms. We want reforms for it.
So let's go back to the speakership election. I'm interested to know as to whether you have fixed your signature to a document circulating for a resolution to make Councillor Fonati Kofa the next speaker. Did you sign that document? Yes, and do you also know that the document is not legit to make Fonati Kofa a speaker, but you have to cast your ballot?
Yes, I know that. That the document might not be a legitimate document that anyone can use against you. It just shows, willingness and commitment to supporting Councillor Kofa.
And how many of you are we talking about?
But we are more than 40.
So do you trust that Councillor Fonati Kofa will make the difference? Because you have spoken a lot about him. I don't certainly know whether you really know Fonati Kofa or what. All of are saying that Fonati Kofa will not make a better speaker because of the way he handles things. He's vindictive and powerful.
Really? Well, from the short space of time I've known Councillor Kofa for, I have known him to be. The legislator needs someone who is a go-getter. Needs a strong-minded person who is not easily moved, or who also gives leverage to his colleagues, and gives listening ears. What I know Councillor Kofa to be a person who gives listening ears, and he is a go-getter. When you set the mark, he's definitely going to achieve it. But we also do not want him to be a controversial person that brings division and all that. So we want a unifier. We want a professional guy and a man who has, who gives leverage to his colleagues to have a say. As we understand the past legislature, most of the guys, even you could be a head of a committee, but then the decisions that are taken without the committee have even knowing. So we do not want it to be repeated this way, and I believe the reason why those things were happening is because we had a speaker who was committed and answerable, Please pause.
Yeah, lastly from my end, the first one, I have two more questions. The first one is, are you aware that Honorable Fanatic Kofa is a convicted criminal?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Secondly, the last one is that you defeated a lawmaker that served a district for 12 years. Now that you have taken power from him, what can you do differently that he did not do?
A leader should be able to listen to his constituents. You know, when you represent your people, it is not your private business. It is, you are a public servant, and you should be able to identify the needs of the people and work towards them having what they need. We have we have local government officials in the county who have not taken pay for several months, and they have nobody to listen to them and to help them to achieve it. We have a lot of people, a lot of chiefs whose names they've been acting paramount chiefs who are supposed to be on payroll, who are not on payroll. They've been there for over a year, and then nobody is paying attention to them. I mean, one of the chiefs even told me, can you imagine, we even kill cow and all for our government people so that we can put our name on payroll, and it never happened, and all those things. So you must listen. You can't see your people fetching water from the creek to drink, and it's not pricking your conscience, you know, to attend to them. So these are things that we have been trying to pay attention to, especially for the things that are under our control. Those things have been under our control. For example, we have been paying volunteer teachers for a couple of months, for more than a year. For more than 300 volunteer teachers and nurses we've been paying on a monthly basis in our districts. So these are things that you pay attention to, and this is the reason why your people come up to elect you.
So as we conclude, finally, is there anything you wanted to touch on that we didn't talk about?
Nothing for now. We'll be coming up with a press conference very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Representative
District Chief, Liberia County Representative-elect, and my name is Haji Masadasi. Thanks so much for watching Spring TV.